Time for Tech Talk. Ever since Uber and other ride-sharing apps entered the big market, taxi drivers around the world have been fighting back. Well, now it's spreading to lenders who specialize in taxi licensing. Karina explains.
In September, the state of New York took possession of the $178 million Montauk Credit Union, in part because of the impact of Uber and other ride-sharing apps. The company specialized in lending money to finance taxi licenses or medallions. Delinquent loan payments created what state regulators called, quote, unsafe and unsound conditions for credit union depositors.
It was actually for a long time a very safe market to lend to because you had a government monopoly that was protecting them. And what has happened now is that this market has become totally disrupted because of Uber and other e-hail apps.
Earnings for traditional taxi drivers have fallen, and demand for medallions has been hit hard. Just a year ago, they could fetch over $1 million in New York City. Today, the going price is about 40% less. Financial institutions that cater to the medallion business are seeing their collateral drop in value. And their customers, taxi drivers or taxi companies, are having a harder time servicing their existing debt. Large banks like Citigroup have experimented, but credit unions, because of their small size, are most vulnerable to changes in the market. A group of New York-based credit unions have been trying to push back. In a letter to the city's top lawyer, a lawyer representing the group wrote, "The imminent risk of cascading medallion foreclosures, followed by the collapse of the medallion market and by extension the entire taxi cab industry, is no longer a threatened harm. It is a reality that is already unfolding."
They're going to have to become more efficient. They're going to have to innovate. I do not think that the taxi industry will collapse, but it is going to fundamentally change.
Whether small credit unions revive depends on whether they have enough capital to absorb the losses. If not, they may be forced to merge with others or could be taken over by regulators. Karina, CCTV, New York.